Now once again, class 12 CBC, the same lesson, the sexual reproduction in plants. Today we are going to discuss about double fertilization. Double fertilization. Okay, before we are discussed about the pollen tube reaches to the female nucleus. Just remind the diagram. This is stigma, then style, and this is the ovary. Before fertilization, the pollen pistil interaction is going on. Here, the ovule is present. Two synergid, one axon, two polar bodies, and three antibodies. Pollen reached here on the stigma. After the pollen pistil interaction, pollen tube is present. This pollen tube travels to a style and reach to ovary from microphylar end. In synergid, some fully formed apparatus are present. Remember, some fully formed apparatus is present. This fully formed apparatus actually guided the pollen tube to enter inside the embryo, and this pollen tube enters inside the embryo. The male gamete, which is traveled through this, mitotically divide to form two nucleus. Two male nucleus is there. Now what happened next? When pollen tube reaches inside the female nucleus, what happens? Here the female egg cell is there. Female egg cell is haploid nucleus that we denoted by the N. The male nucleus is also haploid. It is also denoted by N. The first, what happens? These two nucleus combine together. When this male and female nucleus combine together, or male and female gametes combine together, what happens? They form zygote. What about the zygote? N plus N. It is diploid in nature. These two are haploid in nature, and this is the diploid in nature. It means haploid nucleuses or haploid cells combine to haploid cells 1 and 2 combine to form one diploid cell, and this process is called syngenemy. This process is called syngenemy. Okay, this is the work performed by the one male nucleus. So what happened in this process? The filiform apparatus guided pollen tube to enter in embryo. The filiform apparatus guided the pollen tube, and filiform apparatus, it is present in synergid. Pollen tube to enter inside the embryo. Okay, now what happened next? The male gamete reaches up to the female gamete. One of the male gamete or male nucleus fused with the female egg. One of the male nucleus fuses with female nucleus. Okay, then what happened? As we know that the male nucleus contains haploid number of chromosomes. The female nucleus also contains haploid number of chromosomes. So two haploid nucleus combined together. Two haploid nucleus combined together to form diploid nucleus. Okay, what happened next? The male haploid nucleus fuses with or fertilized with haploid female egg cell to form diploid zygote. Simple process is there, and this process is called syngamy. This is the first part of fertilization. But here two male gametes are there. One male gamete combines with the female gamete. Now what happened to the next male gamete? The another male nucleus which is present, it fuses with the polar bodies. Here two polar bodies are there. So the second male nucleus, another male nucleus fuses with polar bodies which is present in between of the embryo. Okay, at the time of the development of the embryo, two polar bodies is formed, which is center here, is present in the middle, the center of the embryo. So the second male nucleus fused with the polar body. Now what happened here? These two polar bodies are there. Okay, two polar bodies. Just write like this. First polar body and second polar body. It contains haploid number of nucleus. It also contains haploid number. Okay, so both are the haploid cells. Now what happens? This haploid cell fertilized with another main nucleus which is also haploid. Okay, so what happens when three haploid nucleus combine together? They form one triploid nucleus. 1, 2 and 3. 3 N is there. So this forms one triploid nucleus. And so it is called the triple fuse. What happens when the second male nucleus combines with the polar body? All these nucleuses male nucleus is haploid combines with two haploid polar bodies to form one triploid nucleus. Now what is the condition here? It is the 3N. And this is called the triple fuse. Why is it called triple fusion? Because 3 nucleuses formed. So it is called the triple fusion. Okay? It is called triple fusion. Okay. Now what happened here? Look after carefully. Two male nucleuses are there. Two male nucleuses combines with one male nucleus combined with one X cell, and that is called the syngamy. And second male nucleus combined with the polar body, and that is called the triple fusion. It means two types of fertilization occurs here. Two types of fertilization is present. Two nucleus fertilized twice. So hence the twice fertilization is there. It is called double fertilization. Due to twice fertilization, that is syngamy and triple fusion. Triple fusion. It is called double fertilization. It is called double fertilization. So it is clear why it is called double fertilization, because two types of fusion occurs here. One by the male nucleus and female nucleus, and another male nucleus with the polar body. Now what happened is this triple fusion, the nucleus which is formed, the cell which is formed due to the triple fusion, that is called the primary endosperm nucleus. So due to triple fusion, triple fusion, primary endosperm nucleus is formed. Nucleus is formed. The triple CN nucleus is called primary endosperm nucleus. That is PEN. Primary endosperm nucleus is formed. This primary endosperm nucleus is responsible for the formation of endosperm. And what is endosperm? Endosperm is responsible for nourishment of the developing embryo. Nourishment of the developing embryo is supplied by the primary endosperm cell. So sometimes the process is taken like that. Sometimes syngenesis occurs earlier, then the triple fusion is going on. Sometimes first triple fusion is occurs, then the syngenesis is going on. Reason is only that the endosperm is the part which provides nourishment to the developing embryo. Okay, what happens? Sometimes syngeny occurs earlier, but sometimes syngeny occurs after triple fusion. Why? Because this primary endosperm nucleus is responsible for formation of endosperm. Primary endosperm nucleus further develops into endosperm, and endosperm is responsible for nourishment for developing embryo, developing zygote or embryo. So if syngamy occurs after the triple fusion, the development process got nourishment easily. But what happens to other substances? Okay, one more important thing, that is the zygote. What happens with the zygote? Two substances form, primary endosperm nucleus, which is further developed to form the endosperm. And what about the zygote? Okay, developing zygote or embryo, are able to write it like embryo. Now what happened to the zygote? Zygote further develop into embryo. Now what happened next? Okay, the part which is participated in the process, first is this egg cell fuses, this is N, fuses with male nucleus, that is also N, to form syngamy, and 2N is formed. Okay, it's over. In second part, this polar body. polar bodies. Okay, they contain 2 N, combines with one main nucleus N to form 3 N. And this is the triple fusion. But what happened to the antipodal cell? What happened to the style, with the sigma and all the things? After the process is over, the synergid, the antipodal cell, and all these are degenerated. Okay, we must write here. After the process, after the complete double fertilization, whatever the rest is, synergid, then antipodal cells, etc. are degenerated. There is no role to play by them. So they get degenerated. What is double fertilization? Double fertilization is a process in which two male nucleus combines with firstly one female nucleus, that is called the syngamy, fertilization, and then one male nucleus combined with polar body to form the triple fusion, and this is called the combined two processes there, so it is called the double fertilization.